What's going on, YouTube? Claic Yuzolt back again with another Final Fantasy Brave Exvius video, and today, finally, I know a lot of people have been waiting for him. CG Warrior of Light is hitting us straight in the face for New Year's. So happy New Year's to everybody out there. Hope you guys have a great New Year's Eve. So let's get into all these updates, figure out what's going on, and understand why CG Warrior of Light is so good. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so with CG Warrior of Light comes a King Mog event. I know a lot of people out there are like, man, where's the raid? I've been using this energy. It's back-to-back energy events. What are we gonna do? It's just grind, baby. It's a grind. You gotta be on 24/7 if you want to get everything, or you can lean back and kind of think it's okay to miss some of the, you know, the little bit of extras, because there's always gonna be more extras coming in the future. But we do want to look at, this is how it's gonna be with the release of the CG units. We do get a free 7-star unit, and this time it's gonna be Immortal Knight Garland, and we are going to have a chance at getting a Super Trust Mastery Reward if we grind the King Mog event enough. So the Super Trust Mastery Reward is going to be Cornelia Knight Armor, Attack 32, which is actually pretty high, Defense 48, Spirit 35, and gives you MP every turn. I think that STMR is actually pretty sick. For a lot of people, definitely want to try to be picking that one up from the King Mog shop. Trust Mastery Reward, boost attack by 50% in LB gauge, fill rate. You know, not the best in the world, but again, for newer players coming into the game, you get this strong 7-star unit. When I say strong, you know, not going to be breaking the bank, like not as strong as the unit like CG Warrior of Light, for example, but strong enough to be able to do some things that these newer players want to do. And then for us veteran players or the longtime players, the Cornelia Knight Armor is going to be actually pretty sweet, so I think you should get that as well. Moving on down, we'll talk about this unit's Immortal Knight Garland a little bit more in the CG Warrior of Light review. This is going to be just like your normal King Mog. You're going to be able to come in here and get some items. You got boost dark resist by 30%, nullify poison and stone, so maybe this will cover 2 of these. You know, a little bit of dark resist, a little bit of petrification resistance there for you. The cool thing about this is, one, everybody's going to have this 200% unit, bonus unit. Everyone gets this guy, right? It's going to take a little bit of farming before you can pop him up. You may get this 100% bonus a little bit quicker, but eventually everybody can get this 200% to help you get everything else. So I would definitely recommend grabbing Garland up first, so you can get that bonus 200%. Then they're allowing us to get 75% from the old Warrior of Light and 50% from these 2 old units as well. So essentially, you're not going to have to go in here spending tickets just to be able to grind King Mog, because all of these different old units are working out for us, plus this free one. So I think it's pretty cool. I think it's very something I love to see, and I hope they keep going in the future. Now, when I saw Awaken Warrior of Light, CG Warrior of Light, I was worried with all these past weirdo banners, you know, with the Black Friday, and then you have the Christmas banner. I was like, oh my gosh, what are they going to do? Well, they didn't do anything bad. We're back to the 25K, you know, what we're used to. And at the end of it, you get a guaranteed Warrior of Light. And then you can just prism them if you wanted to, if you end up having to go all the way through this. Hopefully you guys get more lucky, but this is what I like to see. The old, the beautiful, the whole reliable 25K step up. And you get all these goodies as you go along. So you guys are used to this. I'm glad to see it back and not be some kind of weird thing where you don't get a guaranteed unit for spending the 25K. Now, speaking of Awakened Warrior of Light, one of the, if not the best physical tank in the game. Galuf and him are going to like battle for that top spot. A lot of people like Galuf better. A lot of people like Awakened Warrior of Light better. If I had to pick one, it would be Awakened Warrior of Light, but that's because of looks. Like, I'm just going to, like, if I had to pick one that I like better, I think Warrior of Light is a cooler character than Galuf. I'm sorry for everybody out there. It's just how it is. Super Trust Master Reward, Shield of Light, a high defense of 108, Spirit 52, boosts Water, Wind, Earth, and Dark Resist by 30%. And activate Sentinel at the beginning of battle and after being revived. Reduce physical damage taken every turn. So what you guys are going to be able to get here is a physical damage mitigation on your physical damage tank, or maybe even on a support unit. I mean, if you guys can throw this on somebody else, that's going to be great for having their survivability up. You get a lot of resistances, you know, pretty high stats. Not anything crazy, but pretty high stats here in defense and spirit. But the other stuff added on, it's a great Super Trust Master Reward. Now, is it one you have to go break the bank for? No, I don't think there are a lot of those that exist in the game. But it's good enough. So maybe I should say, instead of break the bank for, I should say, would you use an STMR Moogle on it? I would not. However, it's still pretty good. Next up, we have the Trust Master Reward, which is Sword of Light. Attack 72, defense 48. We got these defense stats on a sword are great for tanks. Enable Guiding Light only for Warrior of Light. or Awaken Warrior of Light. Boost HP 20% and restore MP every turn. So you're going to obviously throw this on your boy Warrior of Light because it does have that high defense and defense percentage on it, and you get an HP boost as well. So this is a great sword for him, and I think it'd be an okay sword for maybe another tank in the future. So speaking of Awaken Warrior of Light, so Awaken Warrior of Light has the ability to a lot of support. So obviously going to do the tanking stuff, going to be able to cover, going to be able to provoke, has 80% draw attack, so similar to Galuf, has that 80% draw attack in this kit, has the ability while doing all these guarding and all these covering and these provoking, also has support to back him up, along with a light and peril, 100% light and peril, and a little bit of damage if you want to try to get that damage out. Not something that I normally do with my tanks, but has a lot of elemental resistances, some HP barriers, has a 30% physical mitigation that he can do. The problem I see with Warrior of Light is he does not have that general mitigation, that big high general mitigation we're used to seeing on tanks now attached to his LB. It is actually attached to a 6-turn cooldown ability. So available in turn 1. However, if you want to have that general mitigation up, it's gonna be on a 6-turn cooldown ability, as opposed to just being on your LB where you can spam it or something like that. Now, I don't know how big of a downfall this is depending on your team comp, but I do enjoy the 30% physical mitigation that he has, that he can cast. And then, like I said, with everything else, his downtime, he's going to be doing a lot of things you want him to be doing instead of maybe just guarding. You may need to guard, but, instead of just doing that, he has a lot of different options. And again, I think that he and Galuf are the top dogs when it comes to physical cover, physical provoking tanks. However, you guys may be asking, Claic, are you going for him? You didn't go for CG Fina. You got to be going for CG Warrior of Light. There's a problem here for me because there will be a guy called Alphonse Elric coming out, and Alphonse Elric might not be as good as them in some ways. Alphonse Elric only has 50% draw attack, but with that Final Fantasy 15 accessory, that's 100% right there. Alphonse Elric, first and foremost, I'm just going to be a fanboy of him. So I just don't know, and I already have Galuf. So I don't know if I should be going for Warrior of Light when I'm already looking for a future, maybe even a little less good, but close, Alphonse Elric tank. And then I already have Galuf. Like, there's no point in me going for this guy, even though he looks amazing. Now, if I get lucky, maybe I'll spin a few tickets. We'll see. But that's where I am on it. Now, if you don't have Galuf, and you're looking for an upgrade, you don't really care about waiting for Alphonse Elric if he does ever come, Awaken Warrior of Light is a great pickup for anybody out there. Extremely powerful. I would not be sad if, I would never be like, don't pull for him, because he's just going to be really good all around. It's going to be good for you. So we get to go in here and see a CG LB, get a couple of good rewards there. We do have the extra event, story event going on for CG Dark Fina happening. And then we also have this, which I am going to be doing so much. Dude, I love these. The last time I did it was so sweet because I ended up getting my first Edgar. I'm going for my second Edgar on this one, starting tomorrow. So in 2020, January 1st, 2020, you guys are going to be able to spend 10,000 Lapis for 11 rainbows again. I cannot believe it's already coming back, but I love it. So I'm glad it's here, and I'll definitely be doing it. I don't think I'm going to be doing it on the stream. I think I'm going to do a video again like I did last time because it ended up being kind of lucky for me. So I'm going to hope you guys on YouTube are hooking me up with that good luck, and we're going to be able to go in and, get what we want, which is going to be another Edgar. That's what I want. I want another Edgar so I can try to get his STMR. I will be spending an STMR Moogle if I end up getting that. So looking at these New Year's login bonuses, there's actually some really good stuff. A premium 10+1 summon ticket. I love how they put the Holly Jolly. I was making a joke on stream. They put that on there so that it's like decreased rainbow rate. So hopefully that's not true. We get a lot of Lapis, some EX tickets, some TMR Moogles, some STMR Moogle exchange tickets, which we've been needing. Like, we've actually been kind of a little bit locked out of these for a while, so I'm glad they're coming back in here. Then we do get some Lapis, which is great, like I talked about. And then again, the maintenance is going to be normal, going to be on a Wednesday going into Thursday. Now, see, I'm up in the air summoning for him. I think he looks awesome. He's definitely my type of character. I love tanks, and that STMR is really sweet, and it's a pretty good step up. The problem is, again, I kind of think I want to save for Ed and Al if that collab and when that collab ever comes to global. because that's who I'll use. Like, I love that Alphonse Elric is a tank, meaning that the tank will stay on my team for a very long time. So really, it's going to be up in the air. We are going to try to see what we do with tickets and see how lucky we get with that. But again, guys, Happy New Year to everybody. I know some of you guys are going to be out there partying. Cheers up for me a little bit. Cheers to you guys. I'm going to be going to my friend's house. We're going to be playing board games, Rock Band, probably just hanging out. But be safe. More importantly, be safe on this new year. Always don't drink and drive. There's always somebody that can pick you up, or there's Uber or anything like that. You can just leave your car. You can go back and get it. It's not worth it. And I know it's Claic, why you PSAing us right now? It's important to me. Just be safe, guys. Hope everybody has an amazing new year, and we'll figure out what our New Year's resolutions are for another video down the road. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below if you're going for Awaken Warrior of Light, or maybe you're waiting for Alphonse Elric, or you're happy with whatever tank you have. Subscribe for future content. Catch me on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/ClaicYuzolt, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.